I love talking to you guys all the time, but there was a point where the line had to be drawn, so I'm glad to see you all back here, but it was nice to get away from everything and just kind of be able to live my life as a normal person, enjoy things that I love to do, you know, cook, bake, be outside, go watch other sporting events, like see my family, just like be Caitlin and enjoy things that I really enjoy.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into the Indiana Fever's WNBA training camp, and it's already generating serious buzz. From Caitlin Clark opening up about her transition to the pros, to her excitement about playing alongside legends like DeWanna Bonner, there's no shortage of storylines. Clark looks locked in, focused, and ready to make an impact right out of the gate. And it's not just about her. Head coach Stephanie White even called this the most stacked roster she's ever coached, which is a huge statement.
Clark speaking glowingly of the personality of the team, of her new teammates. This all lends to the belief this is a cohesive unit, a group of women that get along. The Indiana Fever are ready and coming in the 2025 season.
Stick around because in this video, we're breaking down all the biggest moments, standout quotes, and exclusive behind-the-scenes insights from training camp. You don't want to miss this. Let's get into it.
Yeah, because there were so many interesting things that she had to say and things that she had to say about this team. So let's check it out.
Clark opened up about what's different this time around, and her answer was telling. When asked about the biggest benefit of her second training camp, she didn't focus on her own growth or experience. Instead, she emphasized the fresh energy around the team, new coach, new teammates, and called that the biggest advantage. But what stood out most was her mindset. She made it clear it's still a learning process and didn't pretend they've got it all figured out after just a few practices.
What feels different for you now in second training camp compared to year one?
Well, I think the biggest benefit, you know, obviously there's the aspect of having a new coach and a lot of new teammates, so in that regard, like it's still a learning process and just trying to figure your teammates out and figure out the new system. But the pace and physicality and all of that, you're used to it, you're ready for it, you're ready for the speed of how things are going to move. I think that having that under your belt is kind of what's helped me the most here, but at the same time, like it's a learning process for all of us.
This is where Clark's growth mindset really shines. Despite constant media attention, she openly admits she's still adapting to the WNBA's challenges, getting sharper with the pace, the physicality, and the overall speed of the game. She's clear that mastering these elements takes time. What's impressive is her approach to this second season, not as someone who thinks she's already arrived, but as someone determined to keep learning and evolving.
And most of the girls here are new players, so and the ones that have come back, you know, new coach, we're just trying to learn in the same way and build relationships with our teammates. So similar in that regard, but at the same time, you know, having a year under my belt is really helpful.
The team dynamic has completely shifted this year. Clark noted something easily overlooked. With so many new faces, the entire roster is learning together. That creates a rare chance to build something fresh from the ground up. She emphasized that it's a shared learning process with everyone, focused on building relationships that can translate into stronger on-court chemistry.
She says it is going to take some time for these players to figure out each other's play styles, get to know each other on the court. It is essentially a brand new team, a brand new coaching staff. And as much as all of us have been so excited to see these players get after it on the court, because on paper, this looks like a stacked team. This team looks so much better than they were last year. There is something in basketball called chemistry, and that's something that they are going to continue to have to build.
What's interesting is that Clark isn't concerned about the newness holding them back. There's a quiet confidence that starting fresh could actually help them gel faster than teams with rigid hierarchies. The slate is clean, the energy is high, and everyone seems fully committed from day one.
But with the pieces that they have, it seems like it will hopefully not take as much time as it did last season for these players to find each other and figure out each other. And Caitlin also is going into her second year. She understands the WNBA a little bit better than she did year one. It kind of smacked her in the face.
Clark explained that after her rookie season, she realized the WNBA's physicality demanded more from her body. So her off-season focus was all about durability and absorbing contact better. She emphasized that building strength wasn't just aesthetic, it was a strategic move to withstand tougher defenses and extend her impact late in games.
Photo of your arms go viral last month. Just how much stronger do you feel coming into training camp?
Yeah, I mean, that was like my biggest focus in the offseason, was just trying to get stronger working on that, and really thankful for Sarah, our strength and conditioning coach, like put in a lot of time with me.
And that shout out to her strength coach Sarah really highlights how much of a team effort this transformation was. Clark made it clear that her improved conditioning isn't just about adding muscle. It's about translating that strength into better finishes at the rim, tighter defense, and staying sharp in crunch time across a long season.
Of your arms go viral last month. Just how much stronger do you feel kind of coming into training?
Yeah, I mean, that was like my biggest focus in the offseason, was just trying to get stronger and really working on that, and really thankful for Sarah, our strength and conditioning coach, like put in a lot of time with me, and we were in here consistently. Like, I think that was the biggest thing for myself, is just having that consistency to be able to work on it for 6 months or whatever it was. So I certainly feel a lot stronger, and I'm a pretty self-aware person. I knew that was going to be a huge part of it, and it's going to help me offensively, it's going to help me defensively, it's going to help me not get as tired throughout games. So yeah, definitely one of the focus points of my off season is just getting stronger, and even through these 2 practices, like I can certainly feel it.
And that's a huge point. Clark finally had a real offseason to recalibrate and build a foundation for long-term durability. She's not just reacting to last year's wear and tear, she's proactively ensuring she can handle the grind at an even higher level. That kind of foresight shows her growing maturity as a pro. Do you want to focus next on any specific upcoming matchups or her preseason performance?
Is talked about, but I don't think it's emphasized enough, is how quickly these WNBA rookies go from their college seasons into their first year in the WNBA. Like Caitlin Clark did last season, like Angel Reese did last season, like Paige Beckers is going to have to do this season. When you're playing that much basketball, it is hard, like she said, to stay consistent in your strength workout, because there's a fine line between lifting to make sure that you're staying strong and protecting your body from injury.
She said stepping away from competition was actually a good thing, not a setback. Clark explained that the break gave her time to reset mentally and physically, something most athletes don't get mid-career, especially early on. Instead of losing her edge, she framed it as sharpening it from a different angle. That's a rare perspective for someone her age. Would you like to break down her full quote next, or pivot to how her teammates are responding to her leadership?
What was it like going 7 months without having any basketball responsibilities, and how do you think you'll be better off this season because of a significant layoff?
Yeah, I mean, it was an adjustment for sure. Like, I was so used to playing basketball for basically a year of my life. That's all I did, so the rest was certainly great, and I thought it was going to feel long. It really didn't. It felt really short.
That's such a powerful realization. It's rare for someone so immersed in their sport to find peace in stepping away. For Clark, it wasn't just about physical recovery, but also mental restoration. It's almost like she recognized that to maintain long-term success, the mind and body need to recharge, not just work overtime. It speaks volumes about her maturity and self-awareness. Do you think that break will actually give her a competitive edge in her second season?
We played a lot of pickup. We were in here all the time. I was in here with Keith all the time. Had teammates coming in and out all off season working with me and wanting to get better. So, like I said, I thought it would feel kind of long and drag a little bit, but it goes way quicker than you think. But that rest aspect for myself, just getting my body where it needed to be and really working on things that I needed to work on was super important. But I'm ready to compete again.
Exactly. It's a strategic break that shows just how calculated Clark is in her approach. While others were chasing immediate competition, she was thinking long-term, choosing quality over quantity. By focusing on the elements that can get overlooked during a busy season, like mental growth and refining technical aspects of her game, she's giving herself the chance to level up in a way that many players miss. This approach seems like it could set her up for even more success than before. What do you think those neglected elements were that she worked on?
That was something too with Caitlin Clark's off season. A lot of people were speculating, and even me, they were saying, how could she go an entire off season? Someone who is so obsessed with basketball, how could she go an entire off season without competing? And this was a lot of the talks when it comes to Unrivaled. And a lot of people were wondering, like, how is Caitlin Clark going to deal with this many months not doing that? And what she said here was kind of exactly what she needed: the rest, the recovery, getting in the weight room, getting stronger, being able to work on little things that for the past probably entirety of her basketball career.
Absolutely. That's a game changer. It's easy to get caught up in the allure of constant action, especially when you're as talented as Clark. But she showed maturity by prioritizing recovery and focused training. by giving her body the rest it needed after a grueling college schedule. She's not only set herself up to avoid burnout, but also to come back stronger. The combination of physical development and skill refinement will likely make her an even more well-rounded player in the WNBA. It's clear that Clark's approach isn't just about her natural talent. It's about playing the long game for sustained success. How do you think this shift in focus will impact her performance in her second season?